Great news for you if you're looking to build an ADU. Here in the city of Portland, they recently passed the Residential Infill Project. The Residential Infill Project makes it easier to build an ADU, makes it possible to build more ADUs, and is going to help increase the density of the city. Here in this video, I'll walk you through some really big highlights and then include some links to more information below. So here are some specific changes that could impact you. A big one is that you're now allowed to have multiple ADUs on the same lot. Previously, you could have a main home and an ADU, and that was it. This makes it possible for you to have a main home and 2 ADUs, or multiple configurations, which can really allow you to create more rentable units on one lot. Second, if you build a second ADU, it has to be ADA accessible. And that way you could have a basement ADU or an attic ADU, and those might have some stairs or something to get up to, but one of the ADUs on the lot has to be visitable by a handicapped person. So it has to meet ADA requirements. Third, off-street parking requirements have been removed. So now if you build an ADU, you don't have to reserve any off-street parking for the main residence or the ADU, or if there's a second ADU, not for that one either. No off-street parking is required. This is going to allow you to really utilize space in the lot that currently might be a driveway or a parking place for either landscaping or your ADU. You can also add an ADU to a property that has a duplex on it. So you could have 3 units, one of which would be an ADU. For basement ADUs, right now we're limited to 800 square feet for the ADU. This is going to increase that to 1,000. That 800 is pretty arbitrary. A lot of basements have 1,000 square feet. Now we can utilize that entire space. The other thing is right now, we can't have a street-facing ADU entrance. It has to kind of be behind, that the dwelling still has to look like a single-family home. Under these new laws, we can have 2 street-facing front doors. That's not a problem at all. So what about state law? What if I'm outside the city limits of Portland? Well, there is some good news for you, but it's not nearly as comprehensive as if you live within the city limits of Portland. Basically, they have taken 2 requirements away. You no longer have to be owner-occupied, so the owner doesn't have to be in the main dwelling or the ADU. You can rent both of them out. Right now, that's not the case. The other is off-street parking for ADUs can't be required in the entire state. So when does all this go into effect? Well, the state law is still under review. We don't have a date on that, but for Portland's law, we're looking at next August. So August in 2021 is when all of these regulations will go into effect. For more information about ADUs, remodeling, and building here in the Portland area, check out our website and our YouTube channel. Feel free to ask questions down in the comments. I'll be there commenting and responding. Thanks.